Okay, so let me go ahead. I want to share before we get started with the actual lesson. I want to share with you the instructions. Okay, so let's look here really quick. Let me turn down. So there's no what you guys are going to do on your own. You probably would not have time to do this today because that's why I said this lesson is going to be a continuation on Monday or Tuesday, depending on what the time frame is. And we're going to do, last week we were doing, well, not last week, I'm sorry, Monday, we started to work on metaphors and similes and also figurative language. So Mario and Anaya, thank you guys for joining me again today. I did tell you guys we was going to continue with our figurative language mini lesson. In this particular mini lesson that we're going to work on, we're going to focus on metaphor and similes. What you guys are going to do when we start in our lessons, that you guys are going to research, not with me right now, on your own. You're going to research about 2 or 3 songs. Now look at the directions. It says in this metaphor and simile lessons, students will be asked to research song lyrics. So look for your favorite songs. I need to emphasize that the songs must be school appropriate and refrain from using profanity, sexual allusion, drug glorification, or any other inappropriate content. So when you guys are presenting your songs, please make sure that they follow school appropriate language that you're going to present. You have to find similes and metaphors that are in the song's lyrics. So we're going to go into our Nearpod lesson so that we can go over similes and metaphors, because I know you guys remember what similes and metaphors are from our mini lesson that we did last week, so that we can be prepared. So before we start, Mario, Anaya, you guys remember what similes and metaphors are?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, Mario, give me, what are similes and what are metaphors? Give me one for each one.
Okay, so metaphors are like basically, so if like art, so metaphors are when, say if you say it refers to something, but like say if like mom is a raging bull, like something like that.
Yes, yes. And
Like
what words do metaphors do not use? What words do they do?
like an ass.
They do not use like or as to compare two unlike objects. What is a simile then?
Simile is when you use like or as. Say if like the weather is raining, like um rocks tumbling down the mountain, something like that maybe.
His eyes are black as coal. So we're using like or as. We're comparing using like or as, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Two unlike objects. So when we're referring to metaphors and similes in writing, let's look at our essential question. Did you guys go ahead? I saw, yes, you guys did go ahead and join the Nearpod lesson. It says, what is a metaphor and a simile, and how do authors use them to enhance their writing? Do you guys remember why authors typically use similes and metaphors to enhance their writing?
Yes.
Why do you think they use similes and metaphors to enhance their writing?
I think they use that so like the readers can imagine like what it looks like, or like say if the reader is like reading a book and then they come across like the boy's eyes are black like coal, you can tell like you know what the color of coal is, so if somebody's eyes are that color, basically you have to imagine somebody's eyes being very dark black.
Mario, give yourself a big round of applause. You're absolutely right. Writers typically use metaphors and similes so that the reader can paint a vivid picture in their mind. They use it so that they can create imagination. You're absolutely right, Mario. Excellent job. Very good. So in this lesson, you will be able to define metaphor and simile, identify metaphor and simile in various literary pieces and popular songs, create your own examples of metaphors and similes. I'm so excited. I can't wait to hear the songs that you guys are going to find metaphors and similes in. So let's go ahead and let's get started. In this lesson, we will identify similes and metaphors in literature and songs. Once you are an expert in identifying these devices, you will then create your own. So let's brainstorm with a partner and think of some common but strange ways people describe things in English language. For example, we say it's raining cats and dogs when it's really raining hard. Can you think of some other example? Go ahead and let's go ahead and share, type in there. Remember, we came up with so many of these last on Tuesday, was it Monday? On Monday. So go ahead and type in some figurative language that you guys remember. Remember we came up with it's raining cats and dogs. We also said two peas in a pod. I'll start with mine. Who else is going to chime in? Oh, can of worms. Okay. Good job. Anaya, you have one? We can also say, when someone is really hungry, what can you say? I remember last week, not last week, but I want to keep on saying last week, and this was just literally Monday. What else can we say? I'm so hungry, I can eat a cow. Very good, Mario. Yes. He's as fast as a race horse. Oh, yes, Anaya, she's drowning in the sea of grief. Excellent. That is excellent. I love all of them. You guys are doing a great job. And can we think of one more? He is as tall as a Joe. I remember one of you guys said that one last week as well. On Monday, you guys said that on Monday. So you guys do remember the metaphors and similes that we went over on Monday. I'm so hungry. What did you just say? I'm so hungry, I can eat it. I'm so hungry I can eat a TV. I'm so hungry I can eat my hand. You're absolutely right, Anaya. Excellent. So yes, you guys are doing a great job. So what popular phrases did you or your partner come up with? And what are they supposed to mean and describe? We already just came up with a few phrases. However, remember at the end of our lesson on Monday, you guys came up with a lot of phrases. I know, Mario, you came up with some that you may have heard your grandma said, and then you explained them to us. Anaya, you came up with some phrases and you were able to explain them to us as well. Do you guys remember any of those phrases that you came up with? Anyone? You guys don't remember the phrases you guys came up with?
All right. So I don't remember if this was a phrase or not, but I remember saying it. So yeah, it was, what was it? Dang. It was like a picture. I think it was a picture a picture could tell a thousand words. I don't know what it was.
Yes, Anaya, that was the one you came up with. A picture is worth 1,000 words. You're absolutely right.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Yes, that was an excellent one that you came up with. I remember
I wrote mine down on the thing and I submitted it. I didn't know what I was supposed to say, but I don't know if she just said this, but I said my grandma always say she can see things from 1,000 miles away, stuff like that. So
that's right. You did say something similar to that, Mario. I can see you from 1,000 miles away. And what does that mean?
she can see like she really can't see anything from 1,000 miles away. She just can see like she's saying that she can see anything like that's coming like in her direction. So like she just have like good senses.
No, the reservoir, the reserve milk.
The reservoir. What is that?
Really good. Excellent job.
Hey, girl, reserve milk. Oh, that's what it is. Reserve milk. Now go get it. You know what?
Excellent.
Yeah.
I remember exactly what you were saying. Very good. So what we're going to do now, because I told you this lesson is going to be continued. It is going to be continued. So we're going to pause right here because you guys are going to do some research for us, okay? What is the research that you guys are going to do? Do you remember?
We're gonna go on YouTube, find songs that have metaphors or similes in it, and then we're gonna come back and tell you the next time we do this lesson what those 3 metaphors or similes was.
Exactly, and you have to know how to interpret them. So for instance, let me stop sharing because you have to find the lyrics. You have to find the lyrics, right? So you're gonna find your favorite song. You're gonna find your favorite song. You're gonna find 2 to 3 of your favorite songs. You're gonna look for the lyrics within that song. As you are reading the song, you have to look for similes and metaphors. When you find them, you're going to write them down because then you're going to have to present to us your similes and your metaphors. Once you present them to us, you have to be able to tell us what they mean. You understand, El Mario? Mario.
Yes, ma'am. Sorry, I was on
Oh,
mute.
you understand what I'm saying, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So on Monday, when we continue our lesson, I should have some really great lyrics from you and everyone else that's going to be participating that have similes and metaphors in it, correct? Are you
Yeah.
Mario? So I'm going to expect to have similes and metaphors with song lyrics that have similes and metaphors from you and the rest of your classmates that are going to be participating. And I'm going to send this out so that you guys can make sure that you guys find 2 to 3 songs, has to be class appropriate, with no profanity, drug glorification, or sexual explicit lyrics in it. And you're going to explain to us what the similes and metaphors are in the song.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so that's what you have to do over the weekend. And then we're going to meet back the same time, same place on Monday. Okay?
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Have a great weekend.
You too.
Bye.